So if you've got an F-150 and you take it to get an oil change and you get it home and it's dripping oil on your driveway, well, it's probably because of the ridiculous situation that we're getting ready to solve here.
Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another beautiful day here in the mega shop on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Today we have our 2017 Ford Raptor, and anybody and everybody who owns an F-150 should be watching this video. And I know that's what, the most popular truck in the world, right? Well, I'm telling you something right here. I'm not impressed with the quality of build on this machine. I am not impressed with the plastic oil pan, and I'm not impressed with the dinky plastic oil drain plug. And today we're gonna solve that problem with this Ronin factory plug replacement, guys. It's gonna be a fun time. We're also gonna be installing something that's in this box from Ronin, and that's gonna go in the glove box inside the truck. And this is for that person that might wanna carry some tools that are specific to, self-protection in your vehicle. So come along today, we'll have a little bit of fun. We're gonna drain the oil out of this, refill it, and we're gonna install this awesome Ronin factory easy oil drain plug for a Raptor truck.
I ain't afraid to play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life times like this. Mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. If this is your first time or your 50 millionth time here, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. This is the mega shop. This is a 50 by 112, 24 foot tall monster of a shop here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. And this is my 2017 Ford Raptor. Let's just pop the hood. This has the 3.5 liter, oh, open baby, EcoBoost engine. Ford Performance EcoBoost 3.5 liter. Super easy oil change on this thing, aside from having to remove some of these guards underneath here. And I've got a pad that I'll be laying on underneath this truck. There is a lift right over here, but I don't have the lift all the way set up. So here's what we're installing, guys. We'll open this critter up here in just a second. You'll get the full-on score on what this is all about. This is an easy drain plug for your oil. Very, very easy. You'll keep this little tool inside your truck. You'll use this cap. We'll take it apart and we'll show you everything there. We're using the Havoline Pro DS Lifelong Full Synthetic Oil in this critter. And this is a Ronin factory. And I'm not sponsored here. This is not a sponsored video. This is a Ronin factory. It's a giant magnet, okay? I'll show you the magnet. This magnet fits inside anywhere in your truck, and it's really strong. Fits anywhere in your truck right there, and that's for putting things inside your glove box that you don't want to flop around in your glove box. Some people might use them for self-protection. I might use them for tools. So you see how good that tool sticks on there. If you've got some tools or a multi-tool you like to keep in your truck, you could install one of these in every vehicle that you have. Again, that's from Ronin. We'll be installing that inside the console in this Ford Raptor. Now, in the Ford Raptor, again, the 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine. We'll open this critter up real quick. Raptors are really nice, guys. I enjoy driving the truck. It's really fun, but I will say that there are some disappointments. One of the disappointments is the rattle. When you first start this truck, cam phaser rattle, it just it chatters, and it's from low oil pressure. It is going to cause a problem at some point in this truck. This is the console, and as you can see, here's something I keep in my console. The Tubba towels. Keep those in the console. This is where we'll be installing that magnet, so it's easily removed and installed. We will either install it here or we'll install it right here so that we can keep things in there from flopping around. Very cool. Now, we'll get out of the Ford, shut the door here, and hopefully it won't fall apart. Nope, didn't fall apart there, so that's good. Man, I don't know what Ford is thinking with all the plastic parts. I've got a video, I'll post a link at the end of this, to fixing the panoramic sunroof. The plastic parts fell apart on it too. So without further ado, we're gonna get down and dirty, we'll get busy. We're gonna get up underneath here. I'll show you. This is the oil drain. This is from Vivor. This is an oil drain pan, and we'll roll this all the way up underneath the truck because we're gonna make a mess when we get underneath here and we start working. Let's go all the way up. I got it. Don't worry, I got it. Up under the truck here, there is a panel we have to remove. We remove this panel, and then the oil will drain out from under here. This is going to be quite difficult for me to film underneath. Although this is a Raptor pickup truck, I don't think we have much more than 12 inches of clearance right here in the front of this truck. Should be a little bit higher in my opinion. But let's just get busy. We'll take her apart and I'll show you guys the cool part that I'm replacing. First thing we gotta do, remove good gracious, Gorilla tighten that on. Cross-threaded, I'm sure, from taking it to a Jiffy Lube. Yep, looks good. We'll go ahead and remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Good deal. So we removed this access panel right here. Up inside there, you can see that white thing way up in there. That is our oil filter. Should be able to get it by hand right here. Yep, and it's pretty loose by hand, so I'll be able to take that loose by hand. And we're doing a full synthetic oil change here. This is the panel you have to remove in order to change the oil, and you can see all the oil dripping on this because it sprays out all over the place on this Raptor. So no fun at all. We're going to solve this problem. It sprays oil out on this whole drip pan. You can see this drip pan is totally drenched with oil. So if you've got an F-150 and you take it to get an oil change and you get it home and it's dripping oil on your driveway, well, it's probably because of the ridiculous situation that we're getting ready to solve here. This is a 10 mil. Don't ask me, it's an American truck. Oh, Gorilla tightened that one down. And looks like whatever guy did this last time did not put all the bolts back. So we're missing a bolt. So we'll have to put that on the list of parts to get. This is why you don't take it to a Jiffy Lube to get the oil change. This is why I do my own oil changes, because people, the clip is lost right here, and therefore the bolt is lost. Up inside of here is where our oil drain plug is. Let me just show you. So the problem that people run into, you take this oil drain plug out and you can see there's oil all over the place up underneath here, okay? When you take this out, it just spews oil out all over everything, all over everywhere. We're gonna take a rag and we're gonna wipe all this clean. Now this is long life truck preservative. It will keep it from rusting, but we don't want oil all up underneath the bottom side of our truck. It's not a diesel. This oil plug, drain plug, you can see I just barely turned it and it's starting to leak. It's already dripping. So there is a leak problem right here. This is what we're going to solve with the new drain plug that we have. Cool thing is you don't need a tool to loosen this. We're going to make a mess on the shop floor here. I do have a very large oil pan, drain pan, but we shouldn't have to get oil all over us in order to change it. And there's our oil running out. That's some nasty stuff. Why should I get this all over my hands when I'm changing my oil? Let's take a look at the old oil drain plug versus the new Ronin. This is running all over the place in here. There's just no excuse for it. It's dripping on here, it's dripping on there. I mean, this is a well-engineered product, supposedly. There's just no excuse for this. So, message to Ford Motor Company, make something better, guys. Don't do this to your customers. So this is the plastic oil drain plug. I will keep this. I'll put it in a Ziploc baggie and I'll keep it in my truck so that I always have one. If you own an F-150 like this and you're changing the oil yourself, you can see it's got a little hole in there and a little rubber O-ring. The replacement for this is this guy, okay? This is the new one. This is the Ronin. And the Ronin, the way this works is it just plugs a hole and you get oil all over yourself. The way the Ronin works, we'll loosen this up. Just loosen this guy. It's got a little O-ring in it too. That O-ring is what holds this cap in place. So this will screw in place of your old oil drain plug, okay? And it cannot drain without this tool. This tool will stay in. Caution, oil may be hot, okay? This tool goes in just like so, and releases the oil. You'll see it open up, okay? What that does, there's a little spring-loaded detent in here. We screw that in. See that guy coming out? Just like that. And that opens and allows your oil to drain out right here. We can slip a tiny hose over top of this and we won't have any problem with oil running all up underneath our pickup truck. So that's from Ronin. Again, this is not a sponsored video, but you can see exactly how it works. That opens up and allows the oil to drain out. Then when you're done, you simply loosen this. This would be inside the oil pan. You'll loosen that critter right there, just like so. Replace it with your cap, just like so, and you're good to go. So we're gonna take out the bad and put in the good. This is a pricey little booger. It's 80 bucks, but 80 bucks to keep from making a huge mess in your shop and underneath your truck, and you just have a much more efficient oil change. So I'm all about efficiency here on the farm. So we'll go under here, we'll slide this in place. This will stay in the glove box of the truck, and whenever I need to get the oil changed, I'll hand this to the guy. All he's gotta do, take the cap off, bam, use that tool, and we're good to go. We're gonna refill with 6 quarts. We're gonna take out the old oil filter and put the new oil filter in. Pretty simple stuff, but this is what I really wanted to show you guys. So we're gonna go ahead, pop it in, and get our oil change. There's a specific way that this lines up. You push it in, and there's a detent right here. There's a little groove. You push it in, and that groove should line up to the top. Screws in. The next step in this process, ooh, and this also has a magnet on the end of it too, so it'll catch any kind of debris. You can see, it sticks up there. Okay, I want to wipe that good and clean. Next part of this process, we're gonna reach up in here, make sure we got all of our oil drained out. Take our rag. I'm gonna go up in here and wipe this guy out really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead, and again, we want this notch to line up at the very tip top. Slip that in. Press. Seated, latched into place. Notches at the top, and we're good to go. Slip our cover plate back into place. Rock and roll. Out with our old oil filter. We'll go up in here, just double check, make sure we don't have any debris. There we go. Hand tight. This is super handy to have, guys. Again, I'll post a link to this critter down in the video description along with that oil change adapter. This keeps you from making any mess on the floor in your garage, shop, or driveway. So guys, the oil that I'm using is in a box. It's a little odd being in a box, isn't it? But that's what it is. This is a box that basically saves plastic. So it's a bag of oil, and when we get done, I'll show you what it looks like inside. But this takes 6 quarts, and you can see that's squared away. We just loosen this critter, pull the little pull tab. Oh, come on, baby. It's a good little pull tab. And then we'll put a funnel down in here. Now, look at the dinky little oil filler cap that this thing has. Tiny little dinky little oil filler cap. We'll go ahead and slip our funnel in. And this is called the Smart Change from Haviland. There we go. 6 quarts, and that's what this has in it. I always lay a rag on my engine, and I take my funnel off, lay it up there, just like so. And then we'll replace the itty bitty baby filler cap. Wipe out my funnel. I keep an oil change bin. You see it right there. Everything I need to change my oil in all my vehicles, tractors, trucks, cars, anything and everything. It's all in that oil change bin. Let's show you what's inside. If you've never seen this, this is Haviland Lifelong Full Synthetic, 70% less plastic. This is what's in the box. Just a bag. It's a bag of oil. And you can see there's a little bit left in there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and dump the rest of it in there. This is 6 full quarts. So if you want to make sure you get every last drop, pull it out. A bag of oil. Let's start her up, see what she sounds like. Get ready to hear the cam phaser rattle. because it's coming. Contact. What? No rattle. All right. Reach over in here. Oh, it's always nice to get good fresh oil in your engine. I'm 6'5". If you were 5'6", you couldn't check the oil in this without a step stool. Okay, and we're registering full. Awesome. Look in here. So it's been giving me notifications that our oil is due to be changed. All we're gonna do is grab a hold of our steering wheel, hit the selector. We're gonna go over to vehicle information. Right there, engine information is what that says. Hit OK. OK to reset. We're at 2% oil life. Hold the button. 100%. Yeah, baby. Now, let's install that cool little magnet in here in the glove box. So this is the Ronin magnet. I'm going to mount it right there, okay? Very, very simple. It's just 4 screws. Set that to the side there. Here are the 4 screws. I'm gonna slide 1 screw in right here, and we'll just get it started. And we'll go ahead and line up our next 4 screws. Magnets right there, not intrusive at all. And let's just show you with the Gerber center drive tool right here. So this is designed to store tools or something. If you have a license to carry a protective device, then you can do that too. I bought 4 of these. I may put one on that side also. That way we have ease of storage, or potentially put one up there. All right, guys, so we did some upgrades to the Raptor to make it a better truck. Better than Ford made it. How about that? So we replaced that little garbage, troublesome oil drain plug, and from now on we'll easily be able to change the oil. I'm gonna put a little piece of tubing about that long on the end of that little drain stopcock, and I won't have oil all up underneath my truck, and I won't have oil in my garage and spilling out on the sidewalk and or the driveway. So that's it. Cool little upgrade, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. That's a pretty cool little magnet setup. Really, really strong. And I do have my concealed carry permit. I am absolutely as safe as I possibly can be with any kind of protective device. And I think that that definitely will help my truck, help me to be able to store that protective device, if you get my drift. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Be sure you check with your local state laws if you decide to keep a protective device in your vehicle. So every state's a little bit different. Do your research, do it right, and abide by the law. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. There'll be a link to the oil drain tray that we used. Awesome. There'll also be links to all the critters that we put on the Raptor today. Very cool. We're just making the Raptor a little bit better every day. Take care. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining me on Mechanic Mondays here on the Stoney Ridge Farm.
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
And out of the way, a little protective. Hey, ready to knock the camera over, everybody. Hey, help me. Help me, Tom Cruise. A bag of oil. Give me a bag of oil. It's just a little bag of oil. Drip, 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 and a couple of drop, drop, drops. That's how we change the oil away in the merry old land of Josh. Come here.